The scene opens to a country setting, a farmland. Then there's a little cottage. We get closer and closer to the cottage, we notice that there's smoke coming out of the windows. Then when we get right up to the house, and Leonard the lizard jumps right out and tosses his frying pan. He's frustrated. He looks up and he notices that the chimney is blocked by a bird's nest. So he runs into his 10-foot garage and pulls out his 20-foot ladder, marches over to his house and puts the ladder in the ground. He starts to climb up, gets about a quarter of the way up and realizes, gee, I'm not going anywhere because he put the ladder in the mud. So he takes his ladder, puts it a little closer to the house on a rock, starts to climb up. He gets about halfway up, and then he begins to fall down to the ground. He's hit the ground and gets back up. He's like, ugh, pulls the ladder back onto his pathway, climbs up. He gets about 3/4 of the way up until a rung breaks. Snap! Go, 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 go. He goes down, hits the ground. We cut, we see the rung fixed. He takes his first step onto the roof, and crack! He breaks through the roof. We cut, see him fixing it. Hammer, 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 hammer. And then he takes a step onto the roof and crack! He steps through for the second time. We cut, you see him hammer, 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 hammer. So then he steps on the 2 new spots, checking to see if the next spot's clear. Thinks it's okay, he takes a step and slipping on all the shingles. He falls to the ground, gets frustrated, runs back up the ladder, runs right through the chimney with his hammer, frustrated, goes to crush the nest, and realizes, oh, there's a couple little robin eggs. How cute. Thinks for a moment, and then he has a brilliant idea. We cut to a frying pan with 3 eggs inside. He turns, walks over to his kitchen table, sets down the frying pan, and begins to eat. We pan out of his front window back towards a tree, and we see the bird's nest with 3 robin eggs sitting in it, and the ladder propped up against the tree. The end.